Hi guys. This week our topic is going to be future goals and plans once you grow up and when we graduate.
So we're going to talk about kind of like our plans for after we graduate, like Kylie said, for teaching and stuff. So for me personally, I really want to teach around 2nd or 3rd grade. My concentration is special education, so I might do something with that, but I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to be in a general classroom as of right now. I definitely would want to stay in Kansas for at least the first couple years, and then maybe move out of state a little later on.
I want to teach either preschool because we are licensed to teach, or we will be licensed to teach pre-K through 6th grade. So I would love to find a school that has a preschool program within the school, or teach kindergarten. Probably would not go anywhere above 3rd grade. What else? I plan to stay in Kansas for the majority of the time, but I do have opportunities to teach in Utah and in South Dakota on an Indian reservation, which will help me pay back all of my student loans and help me pay for my master's degree.
Yeah, so I'm kind of different than both of them. I really would like 3rd through 6th grade. I have really started to enjoy the older kids. You're able to kind of have more in-depth conversations with them and that kind of thing. I really don't know where I want to go. I see myself probably staying in Kansas for the first year just because that's the license we're going to be getting, and I don't really have a reason to go anywhere else yet. But I definitely want to travel. I would love to live in like Texas or up in the mountains in Montana or something like that. My concentration is English as a second language, so going south towards the border would be really beneficial for my area of concentration, as that's where a lot of non-English speakers live. So
Yeah, I was just going to add, going along with Kristen, like I do want to get my master's as well in like curriculum instruction and stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. But I'm gonna wait because sometimes schools will help pay for your master's degree if you're working for them. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, see where I get a job and stuff like that. But kind of like Kylie, I do want to travel a lot more. I traveled for the first time out of the U.S. this summer. I went to Denmark. I was able to visit Sweden for like a day. So I'd love to go back for a little bit and like go some other places as well.
yeah, I definitely want to travel like outside of the United States more. I've been out of the country twice. I've traveled a lot within the United States, but I really do want to get out and see more. It's just finding the time and having the money.
Exactly.
But I do also want to get my master's. I really am interested in special education now that I'm graduating and could have already done it. But I also am very interested in administration and maybe being a principal after teaching for a while.
I could totally see you as a principal.
Yeah.
You're awfully brave, not me.
I would not want to be in charge of a whole school.
I would love it.
Yeah.
So,
What are some of your other bucket list items, Kristen?
One of my bucket list items, and I've had a bunch of them, so far I've crossed off a couple of them. They seem kind of silly, but I have grown up in the city and have not really experienced the rural part of places. So milking a cow was one of them, and spending a day. No, I did. I spent a day on a dairy farm when I lived in Chicago. We went to Wisconsin and I got to milk a cow. But now I'm really interested in like.
have you ever rode a horse?
Yes, I've rode a horse. I don't like horses. I would like to be able to spend a day like with people who raise sheep and shear sheep. I'm really interested in goats and everything.
Oh my God, I love
So
goats.
being on a farm and having that rural aspect is kind of one of my bucket lists. I guess I would not be opposed to teaching in a very rural atmosphere as well. It's very different than being in the city, and I feel like you have that small town community feel where you can really get to know your students and their parents and how they work and everything like that. Building that community with my learners is another big thing. Also on my bucket list, I have been to most of the 50 states. So we have yet to go to Alaska, which
I want to go to Alaska.
we're going on an Alaskan cruise 2 summers from now. And then the other states we have to do are the southern states, and then I'll be done. So
Oh, the southern states will be sweet.
yeah.
Yeah. That's mostly where I've been. I haven't been much west besides like Colorado. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out.
I know. I want to go to like Washington, Oregon, Alaska, like up in there.
You guys doing videos and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
One thing on my bucket list, I have bungee jumped, I have parasailed,
Ooh.
but
Skydiving?
I have not skydived.
Yeah, I want to too.
And I would absolutely love to hit my friend right now. She's recording us, record with you. Yeah, for some reason, jumping out of an airplane sounds really appealing to
Yeah.
me. So I would love to do that before I have children.
Yeah. I feel like I just feel like you said. That's funny. I would like to do that too. I definitely would never bungee jump, but I want to like parasail
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I did cross something off my bucket list this weekend.
What did you do?
I had crawfish.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Not good.
And they were looking at
not too
me.
Oh, they have eyes. You don't eat
Yeah.
anything with eyes.
Seafood's not something I really love. Oh, do you guys eat seafood in Sweden? Is there seafood?
Yeah, they probably do
Mhm.
because it's close to the ocean.
However,
Yeah. Denmark
shrimp
is
I'm
awesome.
starting to like. I've had lobster, so I thought I'd try crawfish.
Nice.
It was interesting. I ended up just eating the hush puppies, but it's fine.
Oh, I guess one of the things on my bucket list is, okay, if you guys look up the Da Vinci Code, look up some Dan Brown books, I really would like to go to the Vatican and really search out, like, go to the Louvre and look at all the paintings and stuff like that, because I've never been to Europe. I've been to South America and Central America and Haiti and a couple of other places that nobody really desires to go to because I went and taught school, so, but I've never been to Europe, so I'd like to really go to Europe and have, like, the old world history feel of things, too.
I'd love to go to the White House in DC.
Mhm.
I've been
I've never
there.
been.
Oh, I've been there.
I lived in New York City for 2 years in Manhattan. Manhattan there and Manhattan.
The Big
there.
Apple.
The Big Apple. Okay, what other
Yeah.
questions are on there?
We have about.
I think that's pretty much it. We did want to ask you guys, we also put this in the Google Docs, but we want your advice on what you think makes a good teacher, what you would want your teachers to be, because obviously, you know, that's what we're going into, and we would love to hear from you guys about what kinds of things you would look for in a teacher that you would really enjoy.
Or describe like the qualities that your best favorite teacher has ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We would really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and we want to know about your guys' plans after the 9th grade, what you're wanting to do, if you have any fun bucket list items, things that you've never done before that you really want to do. We want to hear about that as well.
Send us a video. It's a requirement for this project, and this is our last task, so it's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye guys.
All right, have a
Bye.
good week.